Hi and welcome to SQL Injection Master Course. My name is Hitesh and you can find my web homepage at the below mentioned link, and really please visit the link and get me a direct contact in case you are interested in some other courses. Really direct purchase is always a beneficial deal. So finally we are moving ahead to the finalized chapters of this SQL injection, and really I have enjoyed quite a lot in this series because it's something like being a writer. The writer first of all creates a murder story and then writes it out some detective story like Sherlock Holmes. So apart from the jokes like that, really let's try to move ahead and let's see what we have got in this video. So in this video we will talk about again with the cookies based SQL injection. In the last video we discussed that yes, SQL injection is also possible with the help of cookie parameters. And in this video we are going to see that somehow if the user or the developer encodes the cookies values, so how we can proceed in that case as well. So consider this video as an upgradation attack from the last what we have learned. So let's try to get back out there, and again we will move ahead into our interface, and here we have got lesson 18.zip file. Let me quickly move it to what we are seeing in the last couple of movies, and in fact all of our movies. So let me first of all move it to from/root desktop lesson number 18 to /var www and master, and also travel to the /var www master, quickly do a ls. Yes, file is out here, and let me unzip the file of lesson number 18. Yes, all the files are out with me. So what quickly I can do, I can simply travel to my Mozilla Firefox, and instead of lesson 17 I will give it a lesson number 18. So again the same things are out here as we have seen in the last couple of videos, the cookie based injections. Now let us try to fuzz this application. Single quotes, of course they are not going to work because it gives us a thumbs down, and of course if you'll put a backslash, that are also not going to work because you can look out at the source code and find out that we have used strip slashes in such a good manner that the form is quite not vulnerable, not fully but quite not vulnerable. And if I do a admin, it gives me a login for chapter 8. But noticing point here is in the last movie, let me open up that as well so that we get a double check and double sure of it. So in the last movie, let me quickly, what we have seen in the lesson number 18, that we have got this encoded format of username. Let me quickly delete this cookie and travel to lesson 17 so that I can show you some things. Admin, and here we see that username was truly in the pure basic format, no encryption at all, or you can say no encoding at all, rather be perfect. So let me delete this cookie and travel back. Make sure you delete the cookies, otherwise you can be in trouble. So I have logged in with the admin. I have noticed that yes, I have got a cookie of something like this. So let me delete. Make sure you remember that YWR is out here. Please remember this. It's quite easy to remember. Now let me log in with some other username, holy, and let's say cow, and it just log in. Now again we have got some different encryption or encoding, rather be perfect. Now first of all you might be saying, hey Tesh, how can we know that there are so many usernames and passwords being already there? So don't worry, you just have got your database which is being delivered by me. So to use security, select star from users, and you can see that whole the things like guru 2, thing is a noun, Thor was brave, and all these you can say crappy things are out here. So what I noticed here is that we have got some different type of, let me copy it. I'm just right clicking here and or I can simply right click here and click on copy. So I'm copying the username, the cookie parameter out here, and let me just delete the cookie, log in with some other name, that is admin and admin. I have copied the cookie of holy user, that is with the password cow. Now I am submitting it. Okay, now I am logged in as the admin username. Now again, I'll click on tool, I'll click on cookie manager plus, find out the local. Let me quickly refresh it. Okay, so let us just delete it. Okay, refresh it again because I don't want to get into any kind of trouble. Oops, but I forgot that I have to grab the cookie as well. Now this is really chunky part. So holy and cow. Again, I will do a copy. Now this is a very tedious thing. Delete the cookie because cookie manager sometimes gives a flaw and I'm not worried about it because I can do it a couple of times. It's my machine. So things are again out here. Go to tools and cookie manager plus, uname, edit the cookie, and in the edit I'll see that the content is actually being YWR something. So YWR, this is the cookie, but what happens if I change the parameters with something that I have already copied from the last user? Let me just hit save and let me just close it down. So if I do a refresh again, now you see that my login name is being changed to holy. Now this is actually the core concept behind stealing the session in the XSS attack or somewhat attacks like that. This is also very dangerous, and Yahoo is one of the pretty much good example of facing this vulnerability for a long time ago and for quite a number of days. So Yahoo was actually having no idea that this vulnerability exists and someone can steal out the cookies and can log in into any account with active cookies. Absolutely. But our goal is not to learn that attack. Of course you have learned that, but not to learn that attack. What we want to hear is somewhat different. Now before jumping out here, let me again open up my cookie manager plus, localhost, edit the cookie. Now I want to check out what this encryption is. As quick hint that a double equals at the back at the end depicts me that yes, it is a base 64 encoding, and once the encoding technique is being leaked out, it can do a massacre over there. So with the eventual time you will spend on the pen testing, you will find out that what are the different types of encoding and decoding techniques. For the base 64, I have found one very good website, that is base64encode.org. You can find out yours as well. Let me try to just okay, let me first go to the decode and try out what is this actually encoding being. So let me decode it, and it's taking a bit and it says holy. So what I have found out that user has actually, what it has done, it has taken the username and encoded into the base 64 and put it as a cookie. Explicitly what I can do, this gives me a really good hint that hey Hitesh, what you can do if you want to log in with, let's say, Avenger, you can simply put the cookies of Avenger as well. So let me encode the Avenger as well. Avenger, let me encode it. Once I encode it, I can copy it, put it in my cookie manager, save it, and can reload again the values, and hopefully I'll be logged in with the Avenger. So yes, we have worked it, Avenger. So how we can proceed with the SQL injection in such a case? Because if I quickly do here, edit and put a backslash at the end, of course it's not going to work, but it's worth giving a try. So it says, hey, it's not going to work. So what explicitly you can do? Avenger and a backslash. Now let us try to encode it. It will take a couple of seconds just for us, and I think it has done. Yes, absolutely. So now let me copy this, put it in my cookie manager, edit, and let me place it out here. And place it out here, save it, and again go back here and hit a refresh. Now this time successfully we have got that, hey, you have an SQL syntax error, check the manual that's correspond. Now again with a single quote and bracket at the end. Now rest of the things should be clear to you by the now, because I have taken this SQL injection series in such a depth that I hope that you can proceed out after this step, because after this step the basic core idea is you just have to encode everything into the base 64 and put it onto the cookie manager, and then you can proceed step by step, like order by one, order by two, then union select numbers, database, versions, tables, and the data. So this is also one very good attack that can be found out on majority of website, helping in get you a lots of bug bounty, as it has done with me as well. So this was all about the cookie based injection, and of course we are merging towards the end of this video series. So hopefully if I'll find any other major type of SQL injection attack, I'll be updating it on my series. So keep checking regularly and keep enjoying the SQL attacks. So that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching.